Hello students, how are you all? So let us start today's class. This is class 6, subject mathematics, chapter 7 fractions, and this is your lecture number 6. First of all, we recall whatever we have done in our lecture number 5. In lecture number 5, we have done addition of like fractions and subtraction of like fractions. So, first of all is addition of like fractions. Let us recall that. How we add when we have two or more than two like fractions. When we have two or more like fraction means whose denominators are same, we will add the numerator just, okay, see the example, 3 upon 5 and 1 upon 5. 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5, in this denominator is 5 in both the fractions, so these are like fractions. So we will add only their numerator, it is 3 plus 1, and write down denominator same ones, that is 5. So it's 4 upon 5. Now same we will do the subtraction of like fractions. Subtract 3 upon 10 from 8 upon 10. A number written after from we will write down first. So it is 8 upon 10 minus 3 upon 10. These are also like fractions because denominators are same. So we will once write down the denominator, that is 10, and above the division line we will subtract the numerator. It is 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. Denominator will remain same again, that is 10. So your answer is 5 upon 10. But we know that if it is possible to write down the fraction in simplest form, then we should write down in simplest form. So we will reduce it and get the answer 1 upon 2. Now today's topic that we will do today, addition of like fractions and subtraction of like fractions. In unlike fractions, we will proceed as under. Our steps are like this. First of all, convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. If you have to add or subtract two mixed fraction, or in two fractions, one is mixed one, so your first step is convert the mixed fraction into improper one. Okay? Then second step is convert all the fractions into equivalent like fractions. You have to convert now your improper fractions, or we can say unlike fractions, into equivalent like fractions. Third step is combine the numerator all these like fractions with their proper sign, that is plus or minus. Okay, and place it over the common denominator to obtain a single fraction. What you have to do? You have to combine the numerator, whether you are adding or subtracting. Combine the numerator, put the sign accordingly, and place it over the common denominator. Whatever denominator is given to you, that write down that one to obtain a single fraction. Then last is reduce the single fraction obtained in step 3 into simplest form and to mixed fraction if needed. What you have to do? The single fraction that you get in step 3, that you have to reduce in simplest form. That I have told you that if it is possible to reduce the fraction in simplest form, we have to reduce it. Okay, and after that, if it is an improper fraction, then convert into mixed fraction also. This will be more clear to you with the help of some examples. So let's proceed to examples now. See first example, add 2 upon 5 to 1 upon 3. What is this? This is a like fraction. Why they are like fraction? It is a like fraction because their denominators are different. Okay, so first step is we have to make them, we have to convert them in equivalent like fractions. Okay, there are two steps for doing this sum. I will tell you both. So see the first one. We will take the LCM of the denominator. LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. Okay. So now take the first fraction, that is 2 upon 5. Now convert this 2 upon 5 into equivalent like fraction whose denominator is 15. Okay, you have to convert 2 upon 5 into equivalent fraction whose denominator is 15. That we have done earlier also. So, when we have to convert denominator 5 into denominator 15, what we have to do? We have to multiply denominator by 3. And when we are multiplying denominator by 3, we have to multiply numerator also by 3. So, our fraction is 6 upon 15. 6 upon 15 is now equivalent to 2 upon 5. Now take the second fraction, which is 1 upon 3. Now we will convert 1 upon 3 into equivalent fraction whose denominator is 15. Okay, because we have taken LCM as 15. So of both the fraction, we have to convert denominator into 15. 3 5s are 15. So we will multiply numerator also by 5. It is 1 5s are 5. So our equivalent fraction of 1 upon 3 is 5 upon 15. Now we get equivalent fraction of 2 upon 5 also and 1 upon 3 also. That is 6 upon 15 and 5 upon 15. So now in place of adding 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 3, we will add equivalent fractions of these. That is 6 upon 15 and 5 upon 15. We will add 6 upon 15 and 5 upon 15. Now these are like fractions. So we have to add only the numerator, that is 6 plus 5. Write down denominator once upon 15. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 upon 15. This is the simplest form only. We can't reduce it anymore. Now see your second way of doing this sum. Add 2 upon 5 to 1 upon 3. This was our question. We have taken the LCM. LCM of 5 upon 3 is 15. Now what you will do, instead of converting both the fractions separately into equivalent like fractions, what we have done it in a single time. Write down common denominator as 15. Okay. Now see, the denominator of first fraction is 5. Now divide 15, the LCM, with the denominator of the first fraction. I am repeating, divide 15 by the denominator of the first fraction. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. What you get? 3. Now multiply this 3 by the numerator of the first fraction. You have to see only the first fraction now, 2 upon 5. I am repeating it. Listen very carefully. Okay, 2 upon 5 is our first fraction. What you have to do, you have to divide 15, which is our common denominator, by the denominator of the first fraction. That is 5. 15 को 5 से divide करेंगे. What you get? 3. 5 3s are 15. Now multiply this 3 by the numerator, that is 2. 3 multiplied by 2. Now you have to add both the fraction, so I have put addition sign. Now same procedure you will follow with the second fraction also. Denominator of the second fraction is 3. Now divide 15 by 3. What you get? You get 5. Okay, 3 5s are 15. Multiply that 5 by the numerator, that is 1. 5 1s are 5. So 3 2s are 6 plus 5 1s are 5. First of all we will multiply and then we will add. According to BODMAS rule, we will multiply first. So 3 multiplied by 2 is 6 plus 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. Now 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 upon 15 is our fraction. Okay, you can see that whether we are following the previous method or this method, our answer will remain same. There will be no change in the answer. So whichever method you feel easier, that you can follow. See the next question of subtraction. Subtract 3 upon 4 from 5 upon 6. Again, a number written after from we have to write down first. So it is 5 upon 6 minus 3 upon 4. Take the LCM of 4 and 6. Denominator का LCM लेना है. So take the LCM of 4 and 6, which is 12. Okay. So write down common denominator now. 12. Okay. Now divide 12 by the denominator of the first fraction, that is 6. 12 divided by 6. What you get? 2. Multiply that 2 by the numerator, that is 5. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. Minus sign is given. We have written minus sign. Now divide 12 by the denominator of the second fraction. What you get? 3. 4 3s are 12. Multiply 3 by the numerator. That is 3 3s are 9. Okay. So it is 10 minus 9 equal to 1. So fraction is 1 upon 12. Understood? Now see one more question. It is simplify 8 1 upon 4 minus 2 5 upon 6. Now this is the question of mixed fraction. As we have learned in the first slide, that first of all we have to convert if there is any mixed fraction into improper one. After that we will proceed the further steps. Okay, so here we will first of all convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. It is 8 1 upon 4. So 4 multiplied by 8 is 4 8s are 32 plus 1 is 33. So fraction is 33 upon 4. Denominator we will write down same. So it is 33 upon 4. Minus sign is there. Place the minus sign. After that it is 6 multiplied by 2. Denominator multiplied by whole. So it is 6 2s are 12. Plus 5 is 17. It is 17 upon 6. So now our question is 33 upon 4 minus 17 upon 6. Okay, now we have converted mixed fraction into improper one. Now see whether they are like fraction or unlike fraction. They are unlike fraction. That means we have to take the LCM of denominator 4 and 6. We have taken same denominator LCM in the previous question also. So LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. Okay, now what you have to do, write down the common denominator once, 12. Divide this 12 with the denominator of the first fraction. Okay, 12 divided by denominator of the first fraction. And what is the denominator of first fraction? 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay, and this 3 will be multiplied by numerator, that is 33. So 33 multiplied by 3 is 99. Now minus sign is there. Place minus sign. Now come to second fraction. Now divide 12, which is the common denominator, by the denominator of the second fraction. Okay, that is 12 divided by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Multiply this 2 by 17, that is 34. 2 17s are 34. Okay, so it is now 99 minus 34 upon 12, which is equal to 65 upon 12. Now see, this is an improper fraction because numerator is greater than denominator. So we have to convert it into mixed fraction by dividing 65 by 12. Okay, whatever is your quotient, that will be the whole. Remainder will come in the numerator and denominator will remain same. So it is 5 5 upon 12. Is this clear? Now you have to do homework of exercise 7.6, question number 1, all the parts. Okay? So now let's proceed to homework solutions of lecture 5, exercise 7.5. Now see question number 2. It is G part I am taking 1 minus 2 upon 3. How you can write down 1? We can write down 1 as 3 upon 3 because when we cut both, when we cancel 3 by 3, we will get 1. And why we are taking 3 by 3 only? Because in the second fraction, our denominator is 3. We have to make them like fractions. So we are taking 1 as 3 upon 3. 3 upon 3 minus 2 upon 3. Write down denominator once, 3. Subtract the numerator, 3 minus 2. You will get answer 1 upon 3. I part 3 minus 12 upon 5. In the starting of this chapter, I have told you that we can write down every whole number as a fraction also. That means we can write down 3 as 3 upon 1 also. 3 is a whole number. When we write down in the denominator 1, it becomes a fraction. So it is 3 upon 1 minus 12 upon 5. But see, these are not like fractions because one denominator is 1 and another denominator is 5. We have to make them like fraction. How we make 1 as a 5? Because we want in denominator 5. By multiplying it by 5. Okay, so when we are multiplying denominator by 5, we have to multiply numerator also by 5, that is 3. So 1 multiplied by 5 is 5 and 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. 15 upon 5. Let me clear you once again. 3, we will write down 3 whole number as a fraction by writing denominator as a 1. It is 3 upon 1 minus 12 upon 5. These are unlike fractions because their denominators are different. We have to convert them into like fraction. Okay, we can't convert 5 into 1. Okay, so what we will do, of the first fraction, denominator 1, we will convert that into 5. Because in the second fraction, our denominator is 5. So how we convert 1 into 5? By multiplying 1 by 5. Because 1 5 is a 5. Means we are multiplying it by 5. Okay, so when we are multiplying denominator by 5, we will multiply numerator also by 5. So 3 5s are 15. Now they become a like fractions. See, both the fractions are like. Now same procedure we will follow. Write down denominator once, subtract the numerator. You will get the answer 3 upon 5. See now question number 3. Shubham painted 2 by 3 of the wall space in his room. Shubham painted 2 by 3 of the wall space in his room. His sister Madhvi helped him and painted 1 by 3 of the wall space. How much did they paint together? Okay, Shubham painted. How much wall Shubham painted? 2 upon 3. Wall space painted by Shubham, 2 upon 3. Wall space painted by Madhvi, 1 upon 3. How much did they paint together? Together means both collectively. That means we have to add. So 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3, it is 3 upon 3, which is equal to 1. Now see, it's question number 4. Filling the missing fraction. A part is 7 upon 10 minus, then blanks are given to you, equal to 3 upon 10. Means what number you can subtract from 7 upon 10 so that you can get 3 upon 10. As there is no change in the denominator, that means our denominator will remain 10 only. Okay, there is no need to change. These are the subtraction of like fractions. So we will write down denominator as 10 only. Now see what you will subtract from 7 so that you can get 3. Definitely 4, because 7 minus 4 is 3. So our fraction that we have to subtract is 4 upon 10. Now see, it's B part. from what you will subtract 3 upon 21 so that you can get 5 upon 21. Again, in the result, in the subtraction, after subtraction, there is no change in the denominator. That means these are the subtraction of like fractions. Means in the fraction your denominator will remain same, that is 21. Now see, from what number you will subtract 3 so that you can get 5. From which number you will subtract 3? That is 8, because 8 minus 3 is 5. So your fraction is 8 upon 21. In this way you can do all the parts. See question number 5. Javed was given 5/7 of a basket of oranges. What fraction of oranges left in the basket? This type of one question we have done in our lecture also, previous lecture, that when the total is not given to us, we will suppose it 1. Okay, so same we will do here also. Total oranges in the basket 1, and to 1 we can write down 7 upon 7 also, because when we cancel 7 by 7 we will get 1. Okay, so it is 7 upon 7. And why we have taken 7 upon 7? Because in the denominator the oranges that Javed has taken, it is 7. Okay, now oranges given to Javed 5 upon 7. Now oranges left in the basket, total minus oranges given to Javed, that is 7 upon 7 minus 5 upon 7. It is equal to 7 minus 5. Subtract the numerator, write down denominator once, 7, and your answer is 2 upon 7. Clear? Thank you.